If you are a people pleaser, you tend to binge eat and you have a fear of abandonment, then keep on watching. There is a correlation between these three things, and I'm gonna explain to you exactly how it works. You have probably been raised in a family where it wasn't safe for you to be who you truly are, right? So you felt judged, you felt like you weren't accepted or loved by kind of like showing your true self and your true traits. So that's why you started putting on a mask. And that means that you started to act in ways that would actually make you pleasant towards other people, or they would make you into something that other people approved, and especially your parents. So you, like at your core, you really wanted to be loved and accepted by your parents, but you felt like your true self wasn't accepted at all. So you had to put on this mask. And this is called people pleasing. And by people pleasing, you were pretty much abandoning your own self. And then you kind of continued on with your adult life where you kept people pleasing and abandoning yourself and your needs in your everyday life, let's say in your workplace, in your interpersonal relationships, either platonic or romantic. So maybe you have had a lot of toxic relationships growing up where people didn't really care about your own needs, and it felt as if, you were only caring about their needs and pleasing them. So the people pleasing kept being part of your life as well. And of course, within your relationships, you had this fear of being abandoned. And this actually came from the fact that you were abandoning yourself. Because a lot of the times, what we are afraid of externally mirrors something that we kind of do to ourselves as well. So, for example, in this case, we were afraid of being abandoned by somebody. And at the end of the day, we were really abandoning our own true self and our own needs. And what that does, of course, is that it creates a lot of anxiety. It creates a lot of stress, and even chronic stress. If you have experiencing fear of abandonment from a young age, it means that you were chronically stressed. And a lot of us, we tend to turn to food in order to self-soothe, to soothe those really intense emotions and those really stressful emotions that actually rise up to the surface. So you probably kept doing this as a kid, maybe going and eating foods that were satisfying for you. And in most cases, it's foods that have some sort of sugar in them or some sort of fat that make them really appealing. And obviously you continued most likely this behavior, the emotional overeating or binge eating behavior, as you were growing older as well. So every time you had some sort of a disappointment from others, or you felt like somebody was abandoning you, you were being stressed, and you tended to, again, overeat. So here is how these three things connect. And I'm going to be having a workshop on February the 15th, which is one day after Valentine's Day. So it's easy to remember. And I'm going to be talking about how our childhood really affects our eating habits and our body image. So if you're interested, leave me a comment below, and I'm going to share with you all of the information. In this workshop, I really want to dive deeper into the childhood experiences that all of us have had, or most of us have had, and how these shaped our eating habits and our body image perception as well. I'm also going to make a part 2 to this video to explain how to release that pattern of self-abandonment and binge eating as a coping mechanism. See you there.